I like snails. I think that's pretty obvious because my character is, well, he is a snail. Yeah, but to honor these creatures, I decided to go collect every single snail in Terraria, every one of them. But to collect all of them, I had to figure out, which items were the snails. I had to go look through them. So this was me going through and doing that. Now I think it's pretty obvious that the snail is gonna be a snail. You know, because like what else could it be? That goes for the snail in a cage, the glowing snail, magma snail. They're all snails, right? No doubt in my mind. Next we get the snail statue, and the banners for the snail enemies. So the giant shelly, the sea snail, and the gastropod. Those are all snails too. They're snail related. They're snail enough. Next, we got the snail speed items. I did not get these because that would include the shell phone, and that just is far too much work for me, so we're not doing that. The golden pickaxe is probably not a snail on account of the fact that it doesn't look like a snail, and nowhere is it referred to as one. And finally, we have the sea snail. Now that I had my list, we can get to the part that y'all are here for, the gameplay. Pretty basic stuff here. I make some houses so the merchant can spawn in, as the bug net is important for this playthrough. I explore some caves and I grab some resources, making myself a lead bow and an amethyst hook, and I also get myself a bug net from the merchant. And with this, I'm strong enough to brave the underground jungle and grind for enough materials to make jungle armor and a blade of grass. Now, would it have been faster to get like a different set of armor? Probably, but I didn't do that. Oh, and I get my first snail here too. I return to the surface and I create some more houses for the demolitionist to spawn in. Once he arrives, I load up on bombs and I travel to the Crimson, where I defeat the Brain of Cthulhu with ease. I did this so I could make a Deathbringer pickaxe and mine enough hellstone for a lava-proof bug net, since it's required to collect magma snails. I also look through the desert for a magic conch, as it'll make farming sea snails quicker. I return to hell with my new bug net and I collect my second snail, a magma snail. I can't remember when, but I collected a second normal snail at some point. I put him, along with my magma snail, into a safe glass box. Slime started falling from the sky, so I spawned in King Slime and I sliced through him with my grass sword. This thing has no reason to deal as much damage as it does. I should mention now that I have a texture pack on that changes the town slimes into evolutions, along with the wooden armor sets. So if you saw those in my crafting menu, those are what those are. I make a house for the dryad to move into, and I grab enough glowing mushroom seeds to classify me as a biological terrorist. See, glowing snails only spawn in pre-hard mode if there's a surface mushroom biome, so I made one and collected a glowing snail. Now, the next item I wanted to get was the giant shelly banner, and I think I'll just show you my process instead. Oh my. Finally, bro. 2 in the morning. That took way longer than I expected it to, and I was gonna have to do it all over again for the sea snail banner. I loaded up on battle potions and bloody tears, and I sat in the ocean, and I waited. And I waited. And I waited for 2 hours for only 7 snails to spawn. Yeah, I got this one totally legit. Yeah, 100%. Let's go. Yep, normal. Listen, I like snails, but not enough to wait around for 8 million billion years. And that left me with just one item left. The last item I needed was the gastropod banner, which required me to enter hard mode. It's classic mode though, so it won't be too hard. I defeated Skeletron and I raided the dungeon to get a Muramasa. I mined more Hellstone for a volcano, and I crafted a Knight's Edge to defeat the Wall of Flesh. Look, I don't doubt the power of grass, but I wanted this fight to be done with. I grab my water candle and I head over to the hollow biome, and I drink a battle potion, and somehow, 50 gastropods spawn in one night. No, you will not be getting a montage. You already got one for the giant snail. Quit being greedy. No more. I was so unbelievably happy because that means I didn't have to do this for any longer. I'd finally mostly finished the challenge. Finishing statement or whatever. I don't think it was worth it. It just took too long. I'm not that dedicated.